A Reddit user shared a curious photo taken in South Korea. His friend, a former US Army soldier, had married a Korean woman while stationed back there in 2002. About a decade later, they returned to the Camp Casey area for a visit and snapped a few pictures. But in one of those shots, something strange appeared. A figure that looked like a soldier standing in the upper left corner. According to his wife, no one was actually there when the photo was taken. They had no explanation for it. Could it have been the ghost of a fallen soldier, still wandering that hillside? A girl was out walking her dog in the woods at night, just doing her usual thing. As she moved down a dark dirt path, she casually panned the camera to the side, and that's when it happened.
Come on, Bruce. What's up? Come on. Come on. Oi. Come on. Bruce.
There, next to a tree, was a figure dressed in dark clothes, just standing and watching her. Her dog felt it before she did, suddenly stopping in its tracks, staring in the figure's direction, completely on alert. She urged the dog forward, and when the camera moved back, the figure was gone. They continued their walk, but after seeing the footage, it's hard to believe she'd be out there again anytime soon. A motion-activated trail camera, set up far away from any road access at Holy Hill Art Farm, snapped an interesting photo of what appears to be a tall, thin person wearing a nightgown or dress. The Holy Hill area is known for its history of ghost sightings, strange mists, and mysterious creatures. So, was this another ghostly encounter, or is there a more grounded explanation? While camping deep in the forest, a group of hikers captured something unsettling on camera.
I don't know what they're saying. There's literally guys. Yeah.
Can they? Oh my.
I don't know. The camera can't pick it up. They're literally dancing. What are they doing? Oh, one of them looking at us. Oh shit, it's good.
They had stumbled upon what looked like a cult performing some kind of ritual. It was too bizarre to look away. But then, one of the hikers got the uneasy feeling that someone in the group had noticed them. Without a word, they turned and left fast. A couple was hiking through the scenic hills of southern Spain when they stopped to take a few photos of the breathtaking view. Everything seemed normal at first, but later, while going through the pictures, something strange caught their eye. On the right side of a large rock, there appeared to be what looked like human fingers peeking out. Zooming in only made it creepier. It genuinely looked like someone might be hiding behind the rock. There was no one around when the photo was taken, which made it even more unsettling. Is it just an odd rock formation or a trick of the light? Honestly, it sure does look like fingers to me. Near Shadows, a YouTuber known for exploring the strange and unexplained, set out on an adventure using the Randonautica app. But this time, they got more than they bargained for. The app led them to an eerie, isolated spot, and that's when things started to get creepy.
That's it.
What the heck?
Oh my, please, please.
Go.
Please.
Go.
Please.
What the was that?
Out of nowhere, they captured a chilling scream on camera. The sound was unnatural, not quite human, but not quite animal either. It left them shaken, unsure of what they'd just heard. They quickly left the area, and to this day, they never found out what made that sound. A family was out hiking in Australia, and when they returned to their car, one of them almost grabbed the door handle until they spotted something just in time. Tucked right inside was a giant, furry huntsman spider, casually hanging out in the handle. Thankfully, they saw it before reaching in. While a bite from a huntsman isn't usually dangerous, it can still pack a punch, causing some pretty nasty pain and swelling. One thing's for sure, in Australia, always check your door handles. It was a dark night in the woods when a ghost hunter, flashlight in hand, started hearing weird noises. Unsure if it was something truly eerie or just a few animals, he kept walking, and eventually captured this.
Oh shit.
He saw a robed figure standing eerily still. Without thinking twice, the ghost hunter took off running. His heart raced, and he couldn't shake the feeling he had narrowly escaped a sinister ritual. Someone was camping in the woods when they woke up in the morning to this. The audio features a loud, grunt-like growl echoing through the trees. The person who captured it believes it might be linked to Bigfoot. The noise is heavy, almost animalistic, and seems to come from something large moving through the woods. While some think it could be Bigfoot trying to communicate, others wonder if it's just an unfamiliar animal, or even a clever hoax. There's no clear answer, but the sound definitely feels out of place. In Washoe County, a bear somehow ended up trapped inside someone's car. When deputies arrived, they knew opening the door up close would be way too risky, so they tied a rope to the handle and pulled it from a safe distance. As soon as the door cracked open, the bear bolted out. But it didn't leave without causing some serious damage. The inside of the car was absolutely torn apart. Turns out the bear was probably lured in by food wrappers or something with a strong scent. Always be careful with food when you're in a bear's forest. Julie Williams, 24, and her partner Lowly Winans, 26, were nature lovers seeking a peaceful escape. They set out on a hiking trip through Virginia's Shenandoah National Park in May 1996. Julie was scheduled to start a new job in Vermont on June 1st, but she never made it. They entered the park with their golden retriever Taj and changed trails due to heavy rain. The couple was last seen on May 24th. A week later, on May 31st, Julie's father reported her missing. Rangers soon found their car, and later Taj was discovered wandering alone. The next day, searchers made a tragic discovery. Julie and Lowly's bodies were found bound at their secluded campsite, showing clear signs of foul play. Years passed without answers, until DNA evidence finally identified the killer, Walter Jackson, who had already died in prison. The truth came, but far too late. This man set out on a solo camping trip in the Texas desert. He pitched his shelter, had dinner, and settled in for a peaceful night under the stars. But around midnight, he was jolted awake by the sound of a truck.
Okay, folks, so change of plans. I was asleep for 2 hours. Then I woke up to a truck driving nearby, and they shot my truck. They legitimately shot the windows on my truck. People I don't know. This is crazy. Look, these are my windows. This is insane. Once again, I have no clue who these people are. They're just drunks. I could hear the loud music, that's what woke me up. And sure enough, so I'm guessing this trip is over. Oh man, what a mess.
Thankfully, he was inside his shelter and unharmed, but the damage was real. Shattered glass, destroyed gear, and a wave of shock that would take longer to shake off.
So my evening turned out to be very different from what I was expecting, as you can imagine. I drove home. I did stop on the way back. I did stop to speak to Horizon Police Department. Unfortunately, I did not have a description of the vehicle. I mean, keep in mind, guys, I'm half asleep. It was like the only light was moonlight at the time. So they took off by the time I got to my vehicle. But, man, I cannot believe it. I don't even know these people, you know? I'm not involved in any gang activity or anything like that, so... What a mess, man. Boy, that's a bummer. So, here's my windows. Here's my truck right now. Man, that sucks. Just completely random. I don't know these people. I'm just sleeping in my little shelter, minding my own business. And look at that. And I didn't even get to bring down all this stuff that was meant for the Arizona trip that we didn't get to really do. Now all this glass is on our wool blankets, our sleeping bags. Man, that sucks.
He reported it to the police, but with no leads, there wasn't much they could do. Who were they? And why would they do something like that? A man decided to take a walk through the woods with his dog in Slovakia, when, out of nowhere, a big bear appeared. Fortunately, before things really escalated, both the man and the bear backed off and left the area. The man wasn't hurt at all, just shaken up by how close the whole thing was. While hiking in the Australian outback, this man noticed something unsettling. A huge, dark figure appears to be hiding behind a tree. Some believe it could be a cryptid lurking in the shadows. Unfortunately, the distance and the potato quality footage make it impossible to say for sure. Was this man being stalked by a person, or was something else watching him? Whatever the answer is, both options are deeply unsettling. A family went missing from this creepy abandoned home. So in August 2021, a team of ghost hunters decided to investigate. Not long into their visit, they found something disturbing.
What the hell is this? Nah, if this ain't creepy, I don't know what is. Check this out.
Oh, damn.
What the Bro, what the hell is that about?
That's creepy.
Creepy ass dolls.
Doll obsession, mate.
Yeah, mate. That's worrying, that. What, mate?
Wonder where they all are now, then, isn't it?
Don't know, man. Can't even tell what room that's in. It's creepy, that, isn't it? Really creepy.
A strange old photo left behind. Then, as they stepped outside, this happened.
I don't like it, so I got a big torch out now. Yo, the car's just banged. That's weird. Yo.
Quickly after, more strange events began to unfold.
.com for sponsoring this video right now. What the what's going on here? This car is making strange noises.
One of them went back inside while the other waited at the stairs. And then the front door opened on its own.
What's going on, man? Yo, the fucking door, bro. What? Mate, what the?
What did you hear that outside then?
Bro, the door's just fucking open.
There was a growl outside then, mate.
Mate, the door.
They continued the investigation, and suddenly they heard this.
Yeah, mate.
It's like there's someone praying on us, mate.
Maybe there is, mate.
What the fuck was that?
When they asked the spirit to show itself, it responded.
Can you show yourself?
What's that?
Moments later, they heard male voices nearby.
Man's voice, yeah.
Two people talking.
Yeah, I'm turning this off, mate.
That was the final sign. It was time to get out. While reviewing footage from his trail cam deep in the forest, this man noticed something strange. A dark figure moving between the trees. The person who uploaded it is convinced it's Bigfoot. But when you really study the footage, something feels off. The creature's movements, its posture, almost too human. Could it just be someone in a suit, or maybe a black hoodie and a mask? But then the real question becomes, who was it, and what were they doing out there, alone, in the middle of the night? On March 9th, 2025, Kat, a nature lover who shares her solo camping trips on YouTube, set off to spend the night in an abandoned bothy deep in England's Peak District. The weather was perfect, and her spirits were high as she hiked through the woods toward the remote stone cottage.
Right, just got to walk up this hill, through the woodland, and find the bothy. And rumour has it this might have been a former cult hangout when it was originally built. Not sure about that one. We're here. Got a few holes in the roof. Does look a bit ominous, doesn't it? See if anyone's home. Cult. Always a welcoming sign. First job, I think, is fix the windows. Second job, fix the roof. Third job, go and get some wood. Quite like this idea here. And what they've done is got a tarp and then used logs on the other side to create a weight so it hangs off. Well, I think I'm going to copy that technique.
The bothy was eerie, but silent. She set up camp and settled in. But as night fell, the peaceful mood shifted.
Wonderful. Someone's been burning bits of the Bible. It mentions Jesus, angel, commandments. Excellent. Well done, people. Maybe there was a cult here after all. Time's about 10 o'clock. It's pitch black in here. It does feel a bit spooky. I've really been on the phone to my friend for quite a long time just to take the edge off the quiet darkness. It's a good job I'm used to this stuff because I would freak the hell out otherwise. I don't recommend this place if you're a first time camper. It is freaky in here. Yeah, but I'm going to put something on the Kindle anyway and go and get in bed. Right then, all in bed. Hopefully I'll be alright. And I will see you in the morning. Night.
She discovered something unsettling. Burned pages from a Bible. Too uneasy to sleep, she called a friend. By morning, Kat was sure of one thing. Something was wrong with that place. Back in 2009, a woman named Laura visited Blackhead Lighthouse with a friend. While her friend stepped outside for a smoke, Laura snapped a quick photo. Later, when she looked at the picture, she noticed something strange. Behind her friend, there appeared to be a figure draped in what looked like a robe. It wasn't someone they knew, and according to Laura, they were completely alone out there. No one else was around, at least no one visible to the eye. To this day, they still feel unsettled by the photo and frustrated that they'll never know truly what it was. 2 American tourists were flying over Mendoza, Argentina, when something suddenly went wrong mid-air. Sensing danger, the pilot went for an emergency landing, but it didn't go smoothly.
I'm good.
That'll be a first and a last, right?
Yeah, no problemo.
The chopper tipped over and crashed sideways. Thankfully, everyone made it out safely. No serious injuries, and no one needed to go to the hospital. But the scare definitely left a lasting impression. An Argentine explorer decided to livestream his adventure through a creepy haunted cemetery, but things took a dark turn when he came across a child's grave.
No, amigo, no. Miren esto. No. No. What the fuck? No, amigos y amigas, miren esto. Gotas de sangre, llévala. No me tienten. No me tienten, por favor. Ay, esta tumba. ¿Qué es esto? No, amigo, no, una cuija.
Surrounded by a blood-stained Ouija board and eerie, decaying dolls. Frightened, he decided it was time to leave. But just as he was heading out, his flashlight flickered and briefly revealed something chilling. A shadowy figure that looked like a nun. He rushed out, unaware of what he had just seen. Luckily, he made it out safely, but he and his viewers are still left wondering what was really out there. Erica, a TikTok user living near the Appalachian Trail, once took a detour down a remote path. While driving, she noticed something strange. Several pairs of women's high-heeled shoes hanging along the trail. Some were worn out, others in better shape, but all of them looked completely out of place. The sight unsettled her. She turned around and went back to film it, mentioning she'd never seen anything like it before. Erica chose not to report it and simply decided to avoid that path in the future. But why was it there? This Reddit user said he and his dad were out near their house when they noticed something weird in the sky.
Wow. Can you explain that again since I'm filming?
This lightning's been going on for like a half an hour, just like it is, just one after another, after another, after another. I don't hear any thunder or anything. It's just a lot of lightning going on.
Do you guys happen to know what this could be? 'Cause we sure as heck don't. Is Darth Sidious mad or something? We need answers, and preferably before our house gets struck with lightning. What is going on, though, guys? You have any idea? 'Cause we sure don't.
Lightning was flashing non-stop in the clouds, but there was absolutely no thunder. They were freaked out, wondering if something big was about to go down. But even without the sound, it's probably just a thunderstorm, right? It was around 11 p.m. in eastern Oregon when a man was walking home alone. Everything seemed normal until this happened.
Listen, that'd be crazy. Hold on. I mean, that almost sounds like laughter. It's actually gotten closer since it started. It's probably only...
This eerie laughter didn't stop. For nearly 20 minutes, it echoed through the trees, getting closer and closer, like something or someone was moving toward him.
200 feet, 300 feet from me right now. I don't know what it is or what that is going off right there. You can hear it. I mean, I've seen foxes and coyotes around here for a long time, and I'm not sure why.
Whether it was just some wild animal or perhaps a cryptid, no one knows for sure. 8 years ago, Trisha Frayne took a photo at a cemetery while tagging along with her daughter and her daughter's friend, both just 13. It was around midnight and the girls wanted to explore. Trisha took a few random shots as they wandered between the graves, thinking it would be a fun little memory. But later that night, something in one of the photos caught her eye. A figure standing near the headstones. His head and hands are visible, and he seems to be wearing blue jeans. The problem? No one else was there. Just Trisha and the two girls. This guy was just enjoying a quiet day in nature, but on his hike, he spotted something strange. A tall, hairy figure standing still beside a tree deep in the woods. Some say it's the real deal, maybe even the clearest proof of Bigfoot we've seen. Others think it's just a hoax. Honestly, the figure looks shorter than you'd expect Bigfoot to be. Could it be someone in a ghillie suit? While searching for a camping spot on Google Maps, a woman stumbled across something strange. As she scanned the area, her eyes were drawn to a towering tree, and something unusual near it. The figure looked almost otherworldly, its identity hard to explain. No one could quite agree on what it was. But one thing's certain, the image left people wondering. Had she accidentally uncovered proof of something we don't fully understand? While exploring near the grounds of an old tuberculosis sanatorium in Midhurst, West Sussex, this man was shocked by what he saw in one of his photos. A woman. She appears to be wearing an old-fashioned uniform, possibly that of a maid who once worked at the sanatorium. But that's not all. The man also believes there are two children in the image, walking beside the woman, faint but visible on the left side. Were these just tricks of the light or echoes of the past caught on camera? A husband and wife explored a remote cemetery, hidden with a thick forest. They had been there once before and captured disturbing EVPs, including the haunting cries of a baby that they could never quite forget. Curious and uneasy, they returned. As they filmed, soft whispers drifted through the trees, and then something appeared in the background.
Over on this side. But
I heard them, but just before that, you was still over here talking about the flowers.
mm-hmm.
You hear like a, not really a growl.
The camera may have picked it up.
Yeah.
A dark figure standing behind a tree, watching. Was it a real presence or just pareidolia? They turned on their EVP device again. This time it picked up soft, broken voices.
Anyone out here who wishes to talk to us, you can do so through this box. Turn that on. Hello. Who's with us? Can you tell me your name? Are we safe? Are we safe out here?
Moments later, the shadow returned. It moved, quiet and deliberate, through the trees. Had it been watching them the entire time? Thankfully, nothing bad happened that day. In Pakistan's desert, there's a tunnel known for strange happenings. One night, MMTV went alone to explore it, hoping to capture something unusual.
ये देखिए ये सारा वीराना है और दूर पहाड़ हैं आबादी से बहुत दूर हूं मैं ये क्या हो रहा है स्टार्ट में ही या अल्लाह खैर.
Before long, a strange mist began floating around him, sparkling, moving on its own. It drifted away, then returned almost as if guiding him toward the tunnel. At the entrance, he spotted a red stain on the ground, shaped eerily like a human outline. Deeper inside the tunnel, something happened.
मैं एक जगह पे रुका हूँ मसलसल कोई ऐसा सराहट है ये क्या है ओ या अल्लाह हो ये टायर जा रहे हैं.
It was enough to make him run. Once outside, he glanced back at the entrance one last time, only to see something moving above the tunnel. Whatever it was, he didn't want to find out. Two friends were visiting Westgate Heights Park in Albuquerque when they captured this eerie video.
There's literally no one.
There's no one.
Like, we just got here.
They're swinging.
Alright, I don't want to get out.
Me either. Let's go somewhere else.
Wait, there's like no one, dude. Like,
there is no one.
And why are they? It's swinging so
it's
aggressively.
Still swinging. And look, the other one's not even swinging.
The weather was completely still. Trees and bushes didn't move, and the swing beside it hung motionless. Locals say the park has a dark history of tragic events. Could it have something to do with the swings? Psychic Neil Cook and two friends visited the Taunton battlefield in North Yorkshire on the anniversary of the battle, hoping to experience something paranormal. Taunton was the site of England's bloodiest battle, where thousands died in a single day. That night, as they walked through the area, the trio kept hearing the heavy thud of horsehooves, like something was following them. It wasn't until Neil later checked a selfie that he noticed a dark shape behind them. When he lightened the photo, the figure became clearer. It looked like a soldier on horseback. Combined with the strange sounds, it convinced them that some spirits may still be lingering there. A hiker was walking back to her car when she suddenly came face to face with a massive kangaroo.
Oh my god. Oh gee. Oh, a big kangaroo in front of me. I'm scared. Come on, go away. Oh gee. Oh gee. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
She claimed the creature stood nearly 9 feet tall, far beyond the norm. Red kangaroos, the largest known species, usually max out around 6 feet, with others being even smaller. But this one was towering, muscular, and clearly not your average kangaroo. Terrified by the intense eye contact, the hiker slowly backed away, eventually making it back to her car. A doorbell camera at a remote forest house captured something mysterious. Take a look. In the footage, you can just barely make out a shadowy figure, on horseback. Some believe it's a supernatural sighting, while others think it's a camera glitch. But here's the strange part. Another animal appeared totally different from the shadowy figure beside it. So, what did they actually capture? A group of travelers found an abandoned GoPro with no sign of its owner. Curious, they played the footage. It showed a group exploring the woods, cheerful at first until their faces turned to fear. In the background, a figure stood still, watching. The video then cuts to black. No one knows who the people were. The owner was never found. And for more chills, watch the following video.